It's officially time to move out of the big bus. We've been living in the house, I think, for about 3 weeks now, and we haven't officially moved out of the bus. The first week we were here, Isaac's parents were here. They were staying in the big bus, and then Isaac's dad was just here. He was staying in the big bus, and so now that we don't have anyone occupying it, it's officially time to move out. So a bittersweet moment that is happening today, but it's a new chapter and we're looking forward to seeing where that takes us. Thinking about our big trip to Descendon Bend, I decided to stop moving out so that we would still feel like home while we were there. And upon our return, the bus was pretty trashed. So along with moving out, I also had to kind of clean everything up. I didn't really do a deep clean. I'm going to be doing that next. But I just started to move out of the bus. And honestly, it felt a little wild to think about our journey and how far we've come since even just buying this bus. We put so many hours into this build, working every single day nonstop for 4 months straight. And although we did get to live in the big bus for quite some time, it wasn't too long before we wound up buying our house, and that wasn't a part of the plan, but it's just where our lives took us at this point in time. We had to take our daughter into consideration. She is eventually possibly gonna start school, and we had to think about that. And also she had terrible motion sickness, and so being on the road with her full time just didn't seem fair to her if she's just vomiting for, as long as we drive. We've never driven more than 2 hours with her at a time, but if she's awake, she is puking. And if she's not puking, she's asleep. And it's just really hard to live that way and try and be on the road full time. So buying our house just made sense to us. We still plan on traveling. We still plan on visiting every state, and that is something that has not changed. But for us, it's going to look a little bit different in the future. We did not plan to move out of the bus so soon, and it's definitely bittersweet for sure. This bus will always hold a special place in our hearts. It's where we imagined to live for quite some time. Probably not forever, but we didn't plan to move out anytime soon. And so, life happens and things change, and we can make all of the plans that we want, but that doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. We've all been through so many things that we thought were going to turn out differently. And like I said, life happens, and sometimes it doesn't turn out the way that we want or that we hope. But I do feel like it always turns out to be exactly what we need at that point in time in our lives. And we have been super grateful for that. Looking back at all of this footage, it honestly blows my mind that we were able to pretty much have almost everything that we own in this bus. We contemplated getting rid of a lot of our things that we had stored at our old shop, and had we not bought a house, we would have done that, and everything that we own would have been what is in this bus right now. So unpacking everything and just going through everything that was in this bus, I am just so surprised at how much you can actually keep in such a small space. I experienced this once before when I officially moved out of my old van that I actually started van life in, and I had an extreme amount of things that fit in that van, which, looking back, I guess a normal person, if you will, probably wouldn't think that was a lot of stuff. But to me, as someone who considers herself somewhat minimal, I feel like I had a lot of stuff in that van, and my van compared to this bus is very, very, very much a huge difference. Our whole lives have been in this bus. We have watched our daughter grow up in this bus. She's only a year and a half almost, but still, it's the memories that this bus holds. It's the time that we've spent here as a family that really pulls on my heart as I am unpacking, or I guess I should say as I'm packing up the bus and moving it into the house to unpack. There's so many moments that I am just going over in my head as I go through all of these things. Everything that I touch in this bus as I'm moving out reminds me of something, of a moment in time, or just some type of memory. And it's wild to me to think that we're really doing this. We bought a home and we're moving out, and it's surreal. Spending this last week on one of our last trips in the big bus has definitely been just a really nice time, and it's nice to know that we can savor every moment knowing that it's not going to last for very much longer. We have so many big goals and aspirations and all of these plans that we want to incorporate into our new lives as we settle into our new home. This bus gave us exactly what we needed at the right time in our lives. And now it has given us the opportunity to have sat with our situation, sat with where we are in this moment and where we were at in the time of our lives when we decided that we wanted to go ahead and move forward with purchasing an actual house. We could not have done what we did if not for Isaac's bus business per se. If it wasn't for that, I would not be here, Ember would not be here, and Isaac and I would not be together. His bus business led me to finding him on YouTube, which led to a friendship, which obviously grew to so much more. So really, this bus being a part of all of that has really created a space for our family to grow and to learn and spend time with one another and really decide what we want and what we need and what's going to work for us. And we truly learned so much. Forever, we will be grateful for everything that has happened in the last couple of years. This bus will always hold a really special place in our hearts, and seeing it empty is just mind-blowing. We didn't think that this was gonna be what it is right now. And as sad as it is, it's also happy because we are in such an amazing place and we love this bus very much. Like I said, we're extremely grateful. We always will be, but it's time to move on to a new chapter, and we are both extremely excited for what the future holds, and I hope that you are too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.